Okay. Hey guys, I am Kevin the Maker. You can just call me Kevin. And man, I don't really have like a set like thing I want to talk about necessarily. I'm literally just like in the parking lot for this community center, because it's like a couple days before the election. So I was about to get my vote in, but I saw the line. I'm like, so I might as well just record. But yeah, I want this to be something to where, I can have like a nice dialogue with people, because I know there's going to be people out there that they really need someone to talk to. They really need someone to feel like they understand, like, you know um you see, I'm filtering. I gotta stop doing that. I'm filtering. That's one of my issues I'm working on. But to feel like you have someone that understands what you're going through, because I know a lot of people are having a tough time, especially with this economy, especially this year. um with prices going up, insurance is going up. It's crazy. People can't afford to live by themselves, to afford to live in general. And it's like things get worse and worse. But one message I just want to like let you guys understand, like, it is tough, but it's always going to get better. And that's something I've learned myself. There's times where I just want to like just give up, forget everything. Like, sometimes I think about just going into a forest and just getting a tent, just live out there on my own, and just just give up. Sometimes I think about that. And I'm sure a lot of people take it a lot worse, or take it even further. But it always gets better. Things always get better. I had a situation where, I was homeless. Like, my parents kicked me out when I was 24. I was like sleeping on people's floors. I was sleeping on a person's floor. um, and it was a really low point, because like I would like, I would have a ton of friends in college or like high school, even on Facebook. I'd meet randomly, etc., etc. And you'd reach out to them, like explain the situation, and you'd get a lot of no's, or even worse, you get a lot of reds. Like, they would just look at your message and don't even respond to it. Or even if you're asking for help and they leave your message on red, you hit them up again, and that same message, when you're asking for help, and that other message you sent is like literally on top of each other, it's like, man, it's like, who am I surrounding myself with? Who am I calling myself, or who am I calling other people friends? um but it gets better. It gets better. Obviously, I found people that support me. Obviously, I found a nice place to live in. It's not mine, it's an apartment, but hey, it got better. you know um Shoot, there was a point where I had like literally nothing in my bank account. Like, I had $0 in my checking account at one point, and $13 in my savings account. I literally had nothing. I had to ask my boss for $40. I asked him for $50. He gave me 40. And yeah, it's because I didn't have enough to pay for my phone bill, and I had a client that I needed to see that day. And I was in a real desperate situation. Like, I literally had nothing in my account. I was like 2 or 3 months behind on my car note. I was behind on my car insurance. That was an issue. And it was such a low point. Like even like the people I surrounded myself with. Like, I was like, who am I with right now? Like, what, like, I had one friend who invited me out for like New Year's, and I was like saying, I have to go out there and get to work. I gotta work. I can't hang out. And he turned around and called me a slave, and then went off with his girlfriend, laughing, laughing as he got out the door. You know, yeah, there's low points. There's a lot of low points, but at the same time, like, it always got better. I just knew, like, as long as I believed in myself, as long as I am still breathing, I'm still able to talk, I'm still able to move, it's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. And I always put in that work. I always made sure my actions, I got to work on that too. I was gonna say make sure my actions are louder than my words, but sometimes I you know, I get depressed, I get down, but you know, I think I'm doing a good job like in this season, um, and that's just to keep moving. Like when it's gonna be a weird concept to you, but action is like manipulating the world in a sense, like kind of like the Matrix. Like when you put action in, it always results in a either how do you say it? An opposite reaction. Either way, when you put action in, there's always something that's gonna come out of it. There's no way you can do something and nothing comes out of it. And that was always a mentality I had, even when I had nothing in my bank account. Like I was just gonna keep seeing clients with my type of job. I was gonna keep seeing clients. I was gonna keep doing Uber and Lyft and DoorDash, and you know, pretty soon my bank account kept climbing, and I got out of that hole that I was in. Plus, like, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna put my business out there, but you know, like I had a really great year. And just because I just kept going and going and going, I had a lot of people tell me like my hair. You know, I sometimes I don't even want to be on camera sometimes because I'm insecure about my hair. You know, my face, my bags. You know, but it's 2024, and it's time to like stop. You know, stop the BS. It's time to stop the BS, man. Like it doesn't matter what other people think about you. It doesn't matter what society says you're supposed to do or what they think you're supposed to do, bro. It's all about you. It's all about you, and I'm talking about the ladies too. Like there's this term called narcissist. They make you feel bad. Pretty much, it's a psychological way of making you feel bad for like putting yourself first. But the end all be all, man. You have to take care of yourself, and you gotta put yourself first sometimes. Now, of course, if you have responsibilities like kids, of course, you got to put the kids first. But your happiness has to be up there. You know, your dreams have to be up there. You know, I never would have been in that situation where like I launched myself into a better financial situation if I had just given up. If I had listened to people say like, yo, you're not good enough. You can't do this. You know, you don't look the part. Because I don't have my hair like, you know, chopped up in waves and stuff like that. I never would have pursued my goals if it wasn't for the fact that you know, people say I sound like a white guy. You know, it's black culture. People say I sound like a white guy because I don't say cuh. What up, cuh? Oh, I'm not gonna do that. What up, bruh? What up, cuh? You know what I'm saying? Hey, man. You know. I hope this is still recording. Hold on. Yeah, it's still recording. All right, cool. But yeah, man, set boundaries for yourself, and just keep going. Just keep going, bro. It's 2024. Like, I'm 30. There's so many things I wanted to do. Like, if you guys look on the channel, I had a show. Like, I had a web series that I just gave up on. And I really regret it because, like, even though I had setbacks, I could have kept doing it. You know, I was doing it while I was homeless. Like, I could have just kept going. And I had one major setback, and I just stopped. You know, I gave up on myself. But that's something that hurts the most is like regret, you know, what, or thinking about what could have been. Like if I had kept going, like maybe that show would have been at 100,000 views or subscribers or whatever. Like I just gave up, and you know, that's something that yeah, I wouldn't want anybody else to experience, but and even for myself, because I'm gonna watch this and you know, listen to myself. But how much time? I want it to be like 15 minutes, but yeah, man, it's 2024. We're almost at 2025. It does seem like the end of the world is coming, but not really. Like, just keep going, just keep pushing, keep working, follow your dreams, and do what makes you feel happy. And just know it's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. If you don't have an idea of where to go or what you want to do, maybe you can follow some suggestions I give. Like, for example, for a couple of months now, I've been doing something called semen retention. Ladies, this is for you too. Okay, you can call it gushy retention. I don't know. Fluid retention. Yeah, for the ladies, fluid retention. So I've been doing semen retention. So it's been about a month and I started October 1st. It's November 1st right now, or 2nd. So a month and change, whatever. So that's something where you can start. I'll talk about all that in another video. But semen retention, just don't release your seed for about 30 days. Ladies, same thing for you. Like, don't watch porn. You know, don't open yourself up for at least 30 days. You can also get into habits of like talking to people. So at the same time I started semen retention, for 30 days I've been like giving people compliments. I say like, hey, nice hair, you know, I love that color on you, you know, how's your day, you know, do you go to the gym? Oh my goodness, look at that queen, she coming out here to vote. That's me. I love black women. Anyways, so yeah, just give a compliment, you know. That way you can get used to talking to people, being, you know, and being outside of your house. And I would say like, yo, like just drive around your city, drive around your county even, and just find like different things you can do. You could even go on like Facebook. Facebook has a great way of like showing you events. But yeah, just get out of your house. Like, just literally get out of your house. I know you want to like be on your phone and doom scroll for like hours and hours, and I know like it seems like outside is scary, but it's really not as scary as the news make it seem. So I would say that's 3 things you can do. And then I would also say start a YouTube, man, and just talk, like talk on the camera. That's what motivated me to even like put this video out. Is I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos where people are just like, you know, expressing themselves, talking about like their experiences, their lives, giving advice. I've been watching a lot of semen retention videos, and you know, that's what's kept me going and doing this. So I'm hopefully this isn't going over 15 minutes, but if it is, it's whatever. I'll make a part 2. But yeah, so next video, I think I'll talk about my experience with semen retention so far, and then maybe, I don't know, depends on how many questions I get. If I get any questions, I might, you know, get motivated from, or get motivation from those videos. But yeah, yeah, like I said, man, just keep going, ladies, keep going, fellas, keep going, and if you're anywhere in between, keep going. It's gonna get better. And make sure you vote for the right candidate. I'm joking. Okay, guys, see you.